What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can build a bigger chest. So we're gonna break this video down into two parts. First, we're gonna talk about the basic exercises you can do to grow your chest, and then we're gonna go through a full push workout that I recently did here at Alpha Land. I'm in Houston for the weekend. This is actually my last day here, and yesterday I crushed a push workout with my friend Greg, and we're gonna go through that entire workout and show y'all exactly what I did for that chest-focused push workout. Before we dive into the details of this video, I just have to say Alpha Land is 10 out of 10, guys. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as miraculous as it is, but it's awe-inspiring just to step into this facility. There's 3 separate gyms here. There's a whole, there's a kitchen with all kind of healthy meal prep food. It's endless, it's mind-blowing, and the vibes that you get in the different gyms are so dope. So I just had to say that before we get going because I love it here. Part of me wants to move to Houston just to come train at this gym. That's how badass it is. But let's get into it, guys. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the basic exercises you should be doing to grow your chest. I see a lot of crazy variations online of different chest exercises, and I'm really not a fan of these. And if you look at it biomechanically, a lot of these exercises just don't make sense. When it comes to building muscle, guys, stick to the basics. No matter how far you are in your journey, the majority of your training should be basic movements. So when we're talking about chest, there's 2 basic movements. You have a press and a fly. So obviously there are variations of presses and flies. You can do flat presses, you can do incline presses. You can do them with the barbell, you can do them with the Smith machine, you can do them with dumbbells, and there's also some really good chest press machines out there. When it comes to flies, the same applies. You can do dumbbell flies, you can do cable flies, you can do a machine fly. I personally love the pec deck fly, especially the one here at Alpha Land. The tension is amazing, but that's basically it, right? You have the 2 basic fundamentals for growing your chest. There's no need to overcomplicate it. There's no need to try and invent all kind of different new exercises to activate the chest. Stick to the basics and progressively overload. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into the full workout. So after we warmed up, our first exercise was slight incline Smith machine presses, and we did 3 sets here. We did a set of 12 to 15, we did a set of 6 to 8 reps, and then we picked a weight that we could only get 3 to 5 reps on. I worked all the way up to 315 for my set of 3 to 5. I ended up getting 4, and then immediately after that, I dropped the weight down to 2 plates and repped out all the way to failure. On the intermediate to advanced level in your training, it's probably best to just skip the drop set and do the 3 straight sets. The purpose of the drop set is to allow you to get more reps and volume into your training, and if you're at the beginner level, that's just really not necessary. Next, for exercise number 2, we did incline dumbbell presses. We did 3 sets here, and the goal for each set was 8 to 12 reps, but we were doing 3 to 5 second negatives on each rep. If I load up the weight pretty heavy on my first exercise, I try to make sure that on my second and third exercise, I really emphasize the negative portion of each rep. After that, for our third and final chest exercise of the day, we did the pec deck flies. And y'all, this was hands down the best pec deck machine I've ever used. We did 3 sets here and pyramided up in weight and down in reps for each set. So the chest portion of the workout is complete. Now we're moving on to delts. For delts, all we did was 5 sets of dumbbell lateral raises. We did 3 very high rep sets on these lateral raises. We aimed for about 15 to 25 reps for our first 3 sets. And then on the last 2 sets, we increased the weight a little bit and shot for about 8 to 12 reps for our last 2 sets. We didn't train any front delts because we did 2 pressing movements for chest, and on both of those exercises, the front delt is getting more activation than most people think it is. So that's why we only hit the lateral head of the delt, and then we moved on to triceps. So for triceps, we only did one exercise as well, but we did 5 sets. I'm a huge fan of this tricep extension machine. I feel that you can get such a good stretch and a strong contraction when using this machine, and I don't typically have access to it in the gyms that I train at back home. So rather than diversifying the tricep training today and picking a couple different exercises, I just stuck with this machine for all of my sets on triceps. So that was our entire push workout here at Alphaland. As y'all saw, there's no crazy workouts, there's no crazy exercise variations. Stick to the basics, perfect your form, learn mind-muscle connection, and progressively overload. That's really all it takes from a training perspective to build muscle and improve your physique. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you're ready to take your fitness journey to the next level, click the link in the description to apply for my one-on-one coaching program, where you'll get a custom nutrition plan, a custom training plan, and full-time access to my online training app. So until the next one, keep pushing, keep persevering, and keep it positive.